Hey guys, how's it going? One of the things that got my eyes open wide and paying attention during the last dev stream, which talked about Dante and some cool new game modes among other things, is this new augment mod for Chroma. Now I'm aware that Chroma is not a very popular frame among today's Warframe players, but for those of us who do main him, and only him most of the time, so probably just me then. Well, ever since the removal of the self-damage mechanic, Chroma has been left feeling a little broken or obsolete. His Vex armor ability, especially the Fury part, literally only works if he can get damaged sufficiently, which may not sound like a problem until you get into the higher levels of play, with teammates like Stynax and Protea giving you oodles of shields and overguard like overprotective parents. No offense, Kyle, you're great. You might argue that as a Chroma player, if you don't get damaged sufficiently in a mission to warrant the use of Vex armor and ally buffs keep you nice and safe anyways, then maybe you don't really need the damage/armor buff. I suppose that's true to an extent, but let's face it, no one really likes being a deadweight. I say that knowing AFK farming is a thing in Warframe. My point is that it doesn't feel good to have your frame and gear hindered. What's the point of building for power strength if I can't really get sufficient charge to deal millions of damage? I just want my big red numbers. I don't blame other players for the current ordeal, of course, I just blame the game. I and the grand total of 3 other Chroma players really do think that he needs a bit of a rework. Maybe. Just a bit, which we may never get, but for now, there is hope in that new upcoming augment. Guardian Armor, from the looks of it, might just function as a temporary fix for Chroma. Sort of course. Final details may change between now and when the mod is actually put in game, but going off of the description shown during the dev stream, it does reveal some interesting things. First of all, it is stated clearly that with this mod, Chroma's health will take 50% of the damage dealt to allies. Already, I got a few questions that won't have an answer. Does it have to be damage specifically from enemies? Does the damage get transferred over to Chroma and therefore act as an indirect damage reduction for allies? If that's the case, that would be kinda sick, not gonna lie. But the most important thing here really is that health distinction, which, if it means what I think it means, should enable Chroma users to build Fury without having to drain ourselves of shields and or overguard. Neat! A fix for an ability that costs a mod slot. Doesn't really sound worth it until you read the second half of the description. Squad kills restore 5% of Chroma's health and increases Vex armor duration by 1 second. Per kill, presumably. Again, questions like, is that duration increase capped? Because if it ain't, then I'd imagine having a nuker teammate like Saren or Gauss would pretty much allow the squad to bring upon the apocalypse. Also, do the enemy kills need to be within a specific range, or is the heal capped in any way? Stuff I actually can't wait to find out. If the mod does turn out to be decent, I could see myself overhauling the current Chroma build I got, perhaps sacrificing a good chunk of duration to put more points towards, I don't know, strength, for bigger, redder numbers. Regardless, you can probably expect a new Chroma video in the near future. My mind's kinda excited thinking about potential DPS/support hybrid builds and stuff like that. And of course, Chroma will finally be playable for the 3 other players. Good job, guys, we finally won! So for everyone else who doesn't play Chroma, which augment mod are you most excited for? Perhaps you're more excited for Dante? Let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, you can always join the Discord server, which is free for all, and even chat with me directly in the premium channels anytime if you're a fellow patron. Links to everything are in the description. Check them out, or click on one of the other videos here to watch more.